Hey there, beer tubers! Welcome back to Maxwell Starr's Beer Review! Tonight we're taking a look at something super special that I picked up at the Moncton Experience ENBL store. This is something I've been wanting to try for years. Kind of a, maybe not quite like a bucket list beer, but it's one beer that I've heard of. Always was curious about, and then all of a sudden they got some here in New Brunswick. I just had to go get it. This is from Fonteinen. This is their Oude Gueze, which I will read the description on the back. And Fonteinen, Oude Gueze is a blend of 1, 2, and 3-year-old Lambics, bottle fermented, unfiltered, and unpasteurized. Fine print here says this particular Oude Gueze has been blended with Lambics from 6 different barrels and originating from 10 different brews. The average age of this blend while bottling was 22 months and consists of 30% 3-year-old Lambic, 40% 2-year-old Lambic, and 23% young Lambic. This was bottled on December 5th, 2018. Damn, it has a best before date of October 26th, 2038. This says it's good for almost 20 years. Like, almost 20 years. Like, don't go over 2 months shy of 20 years. It might go bad. Wow, 6.6% ABV. Wow, that's crazy. And it's got this is number 10, 18, 19. I'm assuming that means that it's an 18/19 bottling of this. Yeah, cool. So a year-old bottle of Fonteneinen's Oude Gueze. And this better be good because this sucker cost me about 17 bucks. Woo! Damn. Ooh. I like that cork. It's got that kind of, like, usually whenever I get even a cork out of a Lambic or something, it doesn't have that kind of bulbous shape. That means that they really compress that cork down in order to get it into the bottle. Okay, and let's give it a pour into my Lindemann's glass. Get that last little bit of water at the bottom. And then I rinsed it out. Pour this out. Oh man, that looks sexy. Like eggshell white head. Hazy orange body. If you didn't know what this was and you just looked at the photo, you'd think that was like a New England style IPA, just how hazy that is. One thing I do notice is that it's not hazy enough that I can't see the carbonation just erupting like a school experiment through the center of that. That looks beautiful. And that head, strangely enough, that head is starting to go bright white instead of that eggshell white color that it had before. That's weird. Never seen that happen before. It literally bleached itself. Yeah, let's give it a whiff. Whoo! Very perfumey, herbal. It's a year old, but in the grand scheme of things, that this could be aged for 20 freaking years and it's probably still pretty fresh. And in the green bottle, I feel like the perfumey kind of steers towards skunk, but it's not strong. Like, it's there, but it's not bad. It kind of smells like the tannic rinds of a white grape. A little bit of white grape and maybe a hint of pear coming through that as well. And a bit of dusty yeast. This drying, dusty yeast. Oh, it smells beautiful. Like, oh man. It smells like what a good Lambic should be, but cranked up a notch. Not a lot of sweetness at all. It's very dry. Maybe a hint of barnyard funk. Nice. Alright, down the hatch. Cheers. Oh. Lovely tannicness. Not vinegar. Just this nice, trying, super effervescent tannicness that goes into this almost resiny, pithy kind of like lemon peel kind of flavor into the back of the throat. And then it just disappears, leaving this nice, gentle bitterness and light acidity. As you drink it, you get more of this kind of like this barnyard funk, this kind of almost blue cheese funk. Slightly cheesy, actually. Very little sweetness. Quite drying. And disappears into a puff of foam while quenching your thirst. And it's very intense. Like the flavors that you get from this, they just explode in your palate with this pithy rind. Like, and little hint of funk in the back. And a little bit of like this herbal hop note. And a flavor of like lemons, like citronella or something. Oh man, that is nice. This would be a really an acquired taste. Like, I wouldn't go and buy this never having a lambic before in your life, because you try to drink this never having tried a lambic before, you're not gonna like this. But if you have had a lambic before in your life, damn, sons, this is nice. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. I'm not sure what I would want more out of that, actually. That, like, for a Gueze? Oh, man, it's just super drying and crisp and lemony, and maybe it's lacking a little in complexity? I hate to say that, but maybe it's just the acidity's kind of masking out a little bit some of the other flavors you'd kind of want to get, like pear or white grape a little. But it's very, very, very tightly tannic, intensely tannic and lemony. But it's also very good, very smooth, very crisp, very well made, and very refreshing. I give that a 4.5 out of 5. That is stellar. Yeah, I would say that if you love Lambics, that's well worth the $17 that you pay for just a... Like, how big is this bottle? 375 milliliters? That's a lot of money to pay for this little amount of beer, but I would try it at least once. You owe it to yourself. And I kind of want to try some of the others that they had, because the other 3 Fonteinen beers that they had at the Experience store, I think was the Creek and one other. And to be totally honest, they were like $23 for those ones. I would say that I might go back and buy those, given how good this is. But this was good to try at least once, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, definitely recommended. This 3 Fonteinen Gueze is definitely good. So 4 out of 5 from me, Maxwell Starr, on Maxwell Starr's beer reviews of 3 Fontenen's Oude Gueze. Seek it out, try it. Hopefully a little cheaper than I got it for, which you probably will. Things are expensive here in New Brunswick. Definitely recommended. Thanks for watching. We'll chat with you folks later. Cheers.